Hi, moms and dads. This is Dr. Glusman from Blossom Pediatrics, and I'm coming to you from the practice in New York. So as the weather gets warmer, I started to think a lot about air quality and how younger children are so much more susceptible to poor air quality than adults. Here are the three reasons why children are so much more susceptible to contaminants in the air. Number one, they're closer to the ground, and air pollution or contaminants in the air tend to be pretty low in the ground because they're heavy molecules usually. And so children who are shorter, tend to breathe a lot more of the pollution than adults. The second reason why kids are so much more susceptible to air pollution or contaminants in the air is because they breathe so much more per pound per weight than an adult. So a younger child breathes about someone under 2 years old breathes about twice as fast as an adult. So they're breathing more and they're getting twice as much air pollution than an adult, depending on the age. The third reason why children are so much more susceptible to air pollution is because they're still developing, and the small changes in a developing lung can make a big difference for their future. And so there's a really simple way to improve the air quality in your home and in your buildings. The simple way is to crack the window open. And sleeping, I recommend to all kids who are patients of Blossom Pediatrics to consider sleeping with the window even cracked open. Even if you have the AC on or the heat on, it's so important to get fresh air into the household. And I would really recommend about once a day opening up all the windows, creating a draft in the house to air out the pollution in the household that builds up. The pollution that builds up in the household could be of several sources. It could be the heat from the furnace. In the wintertime, it could be chimney heat or forced heat. Now we're turning on our ACs. It could be the pollution that's from the AC ducts, which are really hard to clean. It could be from the furnitures and rugs that we buy that have a lot of toxins. And so opening up all the windows helps so much. In the summertime, I recommend doing this when it's coolest outside and keeping the shades closed to keep it cool in the house. In the winter time, I recommend opening up all the shades and opening up the windows and picking a time of day where it's very sunny to get all the solar heat from the outside to keep the house warm. I recommend doing this every single day for every single family. Now, here's a note to parents and parents of children who have pollen sensitivities. My recommendation is, one, figure out why you have a pollen sensitivity and consider that that is a symptom of an underlying problem. And two, check out the Weather Channel or a nearest weather report source for a pollen alert day, or also look at ozone alert day, and then make decisions on when you're going to air out the house based on that information, as it's constantly changing. So the simple solution to get improved air quality in your home is to open up the windows once a day, create a draft, air it out. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this is Dr. Glusman from Blossom Pediatrics.